Instant match reaction, Burnley 1, Everton 0. Listen, it's just the same shit, isn't it? It's literally just the same shit, different game. Again, such a lethargic, empty performance with no fight, no passion, no urgency. We were so slow. We looked so tired. Every time an attacking player got the ball, they rushed the decision. They just wanted to get it out their feet, whether that was by shooting ridiculously or aiming to cross it when there was nobody available. We were just absolutely shocking once again. And you know what, to be honest with you, I'm losing patience. I'm really, really losing patience. I've said I'll stick with Marco Silva, and I spoke about how, sticking with the plan and sticking with obviously the process and stuff like that in the project. But at the end of the day, a big negative of a manager is that if they're making mistakes constantly and they can't change, they can't see the mistakes that they're making and they can't adapt, and that's what Marco Silva's doing at the minute. Once again, a ball comes into the box into the first half. In the first half, there's a Burnley player standing there with absolutely nobody round him at the back post. He puts a ball in. Jordan Pickford manages to get a foot to it. We don't learn off that. In the second half, the same ball comes in and the same player puts it in the back of the net, and it's just an absolute joke. And like I said, I'm losing patience at the minute. I really am losing patience with Marco Silva, because not only is he not learning from his mistakes, he's continuing to show that he's just being stubborn week in, week out. We started the team that should never have started today. Well too defensive, obviously. One striker again. I don't see why we have to constantly go with two central defensive midfielders. Why can we not play two up front? Why do we have to approach every single game, no matter which team we're fucking playing, with two central defensive midfielders? It sets out a stall straight away to say we're just going to try and defend in this game, which should never ever have been like that. Morgan Schneiderlin and Fabian Delph should never have played together against fucking Burnley. It was a disgrace. Defensively, I thought we were okay, but again, another ball into the box and another goal conceded. It's another mistake that we're not learning from. The fullbacks were poor. I think Luca Dean had a shocking game. Every ball he put in was shocking. Probably still playing with an illness. Seamus Coleman obviously gets sent off again. It was the second yellow card. I don't know, but it's stupid. For a player of his experience, he needs to understand that once you're on a yellow card in the Premier League, these referees are too fucking thick to understand what is a foul and what isn't a foul. So you just don't jump up, you don't challenge for anything, you just don't do it, because you're going to get sent off. And that's exactly what happened today. And you know what, listen, the first half was one of the most boring first halves of football I've ever watched in my entire life. It was fucking shocking. We were so slow, there was no energy, there was no urgency, there was no fight. The Everton official Twitter account were tweeting about, showing fight and showing passion before the game, and then we go out and we put in a first half performance like that. It's absolutely fucking embarrassing once again. And even if we didn't concede, it's a fucking joke. And then we come out in the second, and Marco Silva had obviously said something in the changing room. He'd obviously, give them a kick up the arse, because they actually come out and we looked a little bit more intense. We looked like we actually wanted to win the game of football, and we actually wanted to create opportunities. Obviously, we created a couple of opportunities here and there. We still weren't clinical enough. We still weren't putting them away. It's the same old shit every week, like we say. Seamus Coleman goes and gets his second yellow card, and I even think for 5 or 10 minutes after that, we still had that little bit of a boost. We still thought that we could go on and create an opportunity, but then we concede the goal, and that's it. Then we all know as Evertonians, there's literally no point in discussing it. We could do these reactions, we could say full time on Twitter, we could end the game after we concede, because we know we're not getting back into a game once we've conceded. And it was exactly the same today. We conceded, heads went down, and we just looked absolutely shocking. We looked flat. Marco Silva then decided to make a positive substitution after we'd conceded. How many times does he need to make these positive substitutions when we go a goal down? Why can he not bring Moise Keane on when it's 0-0? Why can he not bring Moise Keane on when we're pushing for a goal towards the start of the second half? Why does he have to bring him on when we go 1-0 down? It baffles me, and like I said, it's a whole part of the reasons to why I'm starting to lose patience massively with Marco Silva now. Don't think I'm at the point yet to say sack him, but if he doesn't start learning from his mistakes, then it's only going one way, and that's with him out the door, to be honest with you. And listen, at the end of the day, Moise Keane come on and instantly was using his body, using his pace, attacking, trying to win the ball back. He didn't really do much else in the game, but when you give a kid 20 minutes to try and turn a game around, what do we expect, really? What do we expect? For me, he got the team wrong from the start. The performance was a shambles. There was no pace, there was no power, there was no urgency, there was no effort. It was just same old shit, different week, same old lackadaisical performance that we will see us be beaten by 19 of 20 Premier League teams this season. And you know what? Marco Silva said last week before the City game he's not worried, and he said it last week before this game he's not worried, and it's no point worrying. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm worrying at the minute. I really, really am worrying, because I don't see how this team can rile himself up for any game of football, and I don't see where we're getting points out of any game, because we're all right saying that we get ourselves up for the big games and that we want to turn up against the likes of City and that we put in a better performance last week, but we're not going to beat those teams because we haven't got the quality on the pitch. And if we play like that against the Red Shite, if we play like that against Chelsea, Man United, we'll get turned over. So I just really don't see where we're picking up points, and it's worrying for me. It really, really is worrying. And you know what, at the end of the day, I've just watched another Everton performance there where we're sitting there going, this is a shambles, nothing's changing, this is an absolute shambles of a performance, and then we concede and you think it's game over. And it's absolutely ridiculous how we can concede a goal against Burnley in the 60 odd minute and go, that's it, game over, done and dusted. And yeah, I don't know where we go from here. I really don't know. Anyway, they're my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Cheers for watching.